Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Princess Savas. I'm a student at Grand Canyon University. I'm eager to learn about the government functions, which is a lesson I continue to learn every day in my life. As time goes by, many issues develop, evolve, become a cycle, and depending on the situation, are terminated. Today, I'll present a speech to you on the initiatives and referendums in Arizona. It will be very informative, surprising, and shocking to learn about the Constitution of Arizona. Please make yourself comfortable and prepare to go on a journey with me as I dissect the initiatives and referendums in Arizona. What is an initiative and referendum? According to the website, Arizona Secretary of Arizona Angel Francis, it states that the people have power to make laws and change laws. The people of Arizona have the right to democracy and can make changes of the authority of the legislative branch. Referendum is defined as a system where a law is proposed by the legislative branch. When these laws are passed, citizens have the authority to accept, deny, and submit a petition with valid signatures. A general vote will be held to decide on the approval of the law. HCR 26, an Arizona voter referendum repeals structured English immersion programs. SB 1014 requires districts to submit to the State Board of Education research-based models of SE that account for school size, location, grade levels, and percentage of students are ELS and require annual assessment of students for approval. SB 1014 reduces SEI from hours per day to 2 hours per day, but continues to allow for segregation. Accordingly, the state of Arizona continues to implement its 11.5% multiplier for ELs without additional funding. ELs will continue to struggle in the public education system, regardless of programmatic decentralization. Martinez G.D. 2020. How was the initiative and referendum created? An initiative is the process where citizens propose new laws and change the Constitution. According to the website, Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, a person or agency must submit a petition with enough signatures 4 months earlier for the election. There must be enough valid signatures on the petition in order for the law to be placed on the next general election. Arizona's constitution must entail signatures from 50% of qualified voters to set proposal law on the ballot and 10% of voters to set. Now, a referendum has a person or agencies that count ballots and submit a form for a serial number stating their intent to circulate a referendum petition. The Arizona Secretary of State completes application and issues a serial number to place on each sheet. There must be a referendum petition of signatures to measure the ballot. Based on 31 studies and ELI interviews conducted in Colombia, Cyprus, East Timor, Indonesia, and South Sudan, this article elaborates an analytical framework for the uses of referendums and peace processes and identifies specific benefits and risks with differing types. I argue that referendums can improve peacemaking and conditions for implementing negotiated settlements when they are well designed and well implemented. Colin K. 2020. A referendum and initiative have the same goals to give the people the authority to exercise their rights through a democratic system. Initiatives allow the people to propose laws, petition, collect signatures, and vote on laws. Citizens have the right to oppose and from accept laws from the legislative and have a vote to decide. The government is allowed to submit legislation to the people of the state for their approval, which is known as a referendum. One criterion is the goal of the referendum, according to which we can differentiate between one decision promoting and decision controlling, proactive and reactive, or between difference elimination and difference managing. Another criterion refers to the legislative regulations associated with referendums. This distinguishes between mandatory and facultative referendums relative to the legal requirements for their initiation, between binding and consultative referendums related to what happens ex post. The initiator is another criterion, and the literature distinguish between referendums driven by political elites or institutions top down and those triggered by groups of citizens or civic organizations bottoms up. The second brand the second broad tendency is that the scholarship has addressed fundamental questions around referendums, why they are initiated, their importance and consequences for the political system, society, and democracy in general. These are mainly related to some substantiative issues, policies that are adopted through direct vote by the population. Georgina S. Silgaldes N. 2020. What are the pros and cons of initiative and referendums? Some pros are that the policies created and procedures reflect the masses. Officials in the legislative office can propose laws. Cons are that political parties divide the community. They create chaos and unrest among the people are going against the political views. They bypass their proposals for legislation. The pros of initiatives present citizens with direct democracy. There can be drafted proposals, acceptance or denial of laws, which leads to elections. The cons of an initiative is when the legislative system doesn't properly enforce laws. Legislation will challenge the people to present a petition to the law. If the petition is poorly documented, lack important details, and voters don't receive petitions to view, all fails. Citizen led ballot initiatives have a long and impactful history in Maine. They have been used successfully to circumvent, support, and override legislative action. For reference, citizen initiatives allow citizens to bypass the legislature and create law. A referendum puts an already established law before voters to uphold or repeal. Both require compliance with certain election standards and bidding. But are they ripe for abuse? Should they be changed? Join moderator Carol Coltis as she explains this issue. The panelists James Melcher, PhD, University of Maine political science professor, and John Rottingham, senior advisor to the Maine chapter of the League of Women Voters in a virtual convention. Rottingham, J. Cultus, C. Melcher, P. 2022. Initiatives and referendums support direct democracy because all decisions are made by the citizens. The citizens have freedom of press, speech, religion, and the right to a trial and exercise their political rights. They can decide, enforce, and repeal laws that are not suitable for the community. Legislative officials can't control, corrupt, or deny the people the political rights. Many protocols must be obeyed by the people and the legislative officials in order for peace among the people and officials. Thank you. Have a great day.